We said there it goes. There's signs that's telling us, we see the signs, so we just have to hearken and listen and come back to these laws and commandments.
Right.
It's there. It's not everywhere we go. We see the plagues.
Mm-hmm.
We see, we see death. We see destructions all over. Nations are falling, like it says. It was prophesied as then, and it's coming back again to prophesize again in our time. Us people now, us Hebrew Israelites. So we really truly need to wake up. Sisters, we gotta get back to these laws and commandments. Stop worrying about my hair and just nonsense stuff.
Right.
Get back to these laws. Get back to your Bible. Start studying so you can teach and raise up your children. Because most of us do have children, so we need to just get back because we don't have time. We don't know when the Most High is coming back, but at least we could plan and prepare now. You can also plan for this. The coronavirus. Make sure you have your things, but at the end of the day, this is what's important. If you have your faith in the Most High, He's gonna protect you. He's gonna make sure that you have food, make sure that you have water and shelter and all that you need. But you have to put your trust in Him. Right. You can't be out there, people out there when they buy the toilet tissue.
Toilet paper.
What is toilet tissue gonna do? Is that gonna save you from the Most High? Because at the end of the day,
buy some soap.
Right. That's what you see. You can't find any soap. You can't find anything in these stores. But my thing is like, first of all, you should always be preparing yourself anyway. You wait. The problem with us, we wait to the last minute. If we were reading these scriptures, we would have known that times are coming. We would know, okay, summertime is, springtime is coming. We have to start gardening and start finding other ways to prepare ourselves to make, just to be able to sustain ourselves. Start depending on the stores, start depending on, the government to provide for us. We would you see the white folks, they out there every day, they building these homes that, so they're using the solar panels, they're using all these natural resources. And what are we doing? We worry about having the best phone. We worry about, we worry about having all this other nonsense stuff as opposed to just coming, if we were reading these scriptures, we would have been already prepared, mentally prepared, physically preparing ourselves. But we out there now looking like these Edomites and out there, we running and buying up everything, stuff that's
that don't make no sense.
Right, nuances. What is a whole bunch of chorus gonna do for you at the end of time? What you gonna try to
eat it.
You can't right. You can't drink. You can't eat it. That's not gonna save you. We have to get back to these scriptures and follow these laws and commandments. That's what's gonna protect you and save you from when things are really good. Because this is only the beginning. I said this is like a level 2.
You talking about the toilet tissue?
Everything. You go to the store just regular.
And we laughing, but it's sad. We laughing, but it's not. It's
because
not. We just looking at it like what? Toilet tissue?
And you buy the toilet tissue. What about the fruits and vegetables? Stuff to preserve your life. You buying the frozen meats and stuff. What is that gonna really do for you?
If the electric not goes out.
Yeah, there goes your refrigerator. So people just gotta be mindful. If you've been reading and doing your studying, the natural, the foods of the land. You can eat of the herbs, the plants. There's wild lettuce that grows. There's things that you can
learn how to plant.
You learn how to plant.
Right.
And you also would have learned based on the Most High's His will. He was telling you would have learnned about the land and things like that.
Right.
Where to go,
where to go, what to see, what to look at, or even what's important.
Yeah.
Even if the brothers and sisters in the cities and stuff like that, you would have learned why you should possibly get out the cities. And I respect all the brothers that came out of that, was born in the projects and came out of that. I'm not saying you can't do your business there,
right?
But at least come out of it. That's why most people who wind up getting enough wealth to get out of it, they do. The ones that stay, you just come on, man. That means you just stuck in a mentality that you don't want to get out of.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? You got the precept?
I'm gonna pull it up in a minute.
All right, let's do another precept on these plagues and these famines. You got another one?
Well, I have one.
Right,
it's not about the famine.
No. The famine.
It's not about the plague.
Right.
Famine, plague means all of it.
Right.
Okay.
Everything's a plague.
Right. Everything. Right. If it's a shortage.
Yeah, everything's a plague.
We're gonna read from Luke, chapter 21, verse 36. Okay. Be always on the watch and pray that you may be able to escape all that is about to happen.
Right.
And that you may be able to stand before the Son of Man. So, you have to stay prayed up. You have to keep the Sabbath. Pray over your children. Bless your children when they leave the house. If you have children that go to these schools, if your school system is not already shut down. You know, it's vital because your blessings, your prayers, they may be heard by the Most High, and that just depends on how deep in the faith, you know, that you are. That's a genuine deepness of the faith, where Yahweh will hear your prayers.
And that also plays a part in what we were talking about as far as the fasting. Because like I said, he judges nations.
Right.
So the more of us that get down with this April 1st and April 2nd fast, the more likely he will listen.
Right.
Because he knows we serious. He should realize like, yo,
if you get a whole nation,
my children are they're not playing. They really need me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I encourage all Israelites, you know, black, Hispanic, so-called black, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native American, so-called some Indian, scattered across the nations. I don't care if you're in India. I don't care if you're in South Africa. Definitely in the Americas. Definitely in South America. Definitely in North America, Canada, London, all that. I please, we need you.
Right.
Most High don't need you.
Well, you see, Trump. I want to mention Trump last Sunday had said it was last on Satan Day. Obviously, we know. He called it the National Day of Prayer.
Yeah, he even got the Edomites trying to scared because they weren't expecting it. He even said we didn't expect it. Yesterday he said he wished China would have got to him 3-4 months ago when it started in China.
Yeah.
Which
they probably did say something.
They probably did. He probably blew it off. Because it was probably a threat. It was probably like, listen, if you don't take off these tax tariffs, we're gonna create, you know, mass hysteria. And because he's so arrogant, you know, And now look,
Chinese, you know, all type of words he's dropping on the Chinese and calling them all type of names.
You know what I'm saying? And now look. You know what I mean? Of course, he ain't gonna say, "Well, I doubted them."
Right. Oh yeah.
But this might be because of some doubt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But this is definitely World War III, yo. Definitely, this China move is World War III, starting in China. This is definitely World War III. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just look. If you look at all the things that transpired before this happened, and the problems that the U.S. and China was having, and then the only way you can really defeat a superpower like Babylon, or wound a superpower like Babylon would be like this, from the inside out. From the inside out. That's the only way. Shut down the corporates.
Everything,
the businesses. Make mass fear. Keep them in fear. Make them fearful. Because what does that do? That immediately attacks what? The one thing that America says it's all about: liberty, freedom. You done took away the freedom, curfews and everything in these states. So you attacking the freedoms, and that's how you break up Babylon. Attack its core principles, so-called principles, which we know what it means by freedom, but the public persona is that it's a free nation. You attack its principles.
Right.
Okay.
And then why are people buying up firearms and ammunition now?
Right. People buying preparing for something. They buying up firearms. Israel is buying toilet tissue.
Right. Chloride. You should have been washing your hands.
You know, it's funny because I was in a store, right? I was in Dollar Tree store. I was looking for toilet paper, just because we ran out.
Right.
So and the lady was picking up. She was picking up Clorox or something, and I said, you buying toilet paper too? And she had an attitude. Of course, she had the all weave in.
Oh, boy.
She must be in her 50s too. No, I'm getting Clorox for my whites. This is what I was supposed to say. I'm washing my whites. She had a problem with me for even saying that and saying like, no, I'm washing my whites. What the hell is wrong with you?
Right.
Okay, lady.
Right.
Think about your whites that you need to wash.
Right.
Because if you don't have whites,
anyway,
if you don't have whites, man, it just ain't gonna be right. White ain't right. If it ain't white, it ain't right. Right? Yo, man, Israel. You know, I love y'all to death, man.
Destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Right.
But it's almost like I know, and the little bit of understanding I have my fault of Yahweh, a little bit of communication that I have with him, and I mean this in the most humblest way, I could see why he's so upset with us just from a father's position. Because I know as a father, if my children were said certain things and behave certain ways and act like I didn't create them.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you wasn't created by me.
Right. Like
You arrogant bastard. You know, I could see why.
Right.
You know, and things are going to get worse before they get better. And even the news is saying, the Trump and all I'm saying is that it's going to get worse. So this is like you said, level 2. We're not even
full blown yet.
Because like I said,
once that food stop, watch people get real crazy.
Watch it get real crazy. Once there's no food in the stores and they're not restocking.
Somebody told me,
and the brothers and sisters they're gonna want to drive to white part neighborhoods where they might got food, and they're not gonna let you in,
and they're gonna have their ammo waiting,
and they have their ammo, they're not gonna let you in. This is what it was, because listen, you do for food.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna come out, and you know they're gonna have food in those stores in the white part of neighborhoods, and those parts, and you gonna try to get in, and they're not gonna let you in.
Nope.
And you going and that's what's gonna come into, because they gonna have their guns, and you gonna possibly decide to get one instead of toilet tissue.
You should know there ain't gonna be no guns now.
Right.
You should have been preparing. But when we out there buying up all this nonsense, worrying about clothes and shoes and all this stuff. It's crazy out there. So we just gotta be mindful. People fighting over water now. So imagine, grabbing out of the carts. A few people I spoke to, they said they went to the store and they went to go grab water. Somebody grabbed it out. They turn around.
Crazy.
Sometimes you park your car and you walk.
That's crazy.
Grab the waters. That's what they had that limit on the waters. They grab stealing stuff.
Yeah, limits on the water.
We don't have respect to say, hey, you know what? I know I have neighbors, my fellow neighbors.
Buy for them.
We're being selfish.
And on top of that, a lot of us, I'm not saying because possibly some of us couldn't afford it, but this is also why the Most High is saying, with the homesteading, go to the wilderness, because you have your own. People who have a well don't got to worry about this.
Right.
Because you have a well, and when you off grid or you off the municipality, you out of the municipality's water. Like me, I'm still at the mercy of municipality water. I'm not gonna push it. But when you have your own well, you don't have to worry about that. So this is why Most High says go out, but because Israel don't want to scare, they don't know nothing about nature.
Right.
They want convenience. They don't want to work for and create their God. They love how the white man has created this convenience for them, but he about to take it all from you. And if you can't adapt, that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Right.
like Pop said on Friday, that's your behind, that's your ass.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have to know a little bit about survival and adapting and understanding.
But we don't worry about that. What we do, we laughing back, we mocking God, we lusting for our flesh.
Let's bring another precept up.
2 Peter.
That works.
Yeah, go. 3:11.
All right, we're gonna go into 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 11. Since everything will be destroyed in this way, what kind of people ought you be? You ought to live holy and godly lives as you look forward to the day of God and speed its coming. Chapter 3, verse 3. Above all, you must understand that in the last days scoffers will come, scoffing and following their own evil desires. They will say, where is this coming? He promised. Ever since our ancestors died, everything goes on as it has since the beginning of creation.
Right. And we see right now, we look at the news, and we see in Florida, the kids still, the students, they still going on
spring break.
Yeah, they still out there on the beach. Literally, the government had to save for themselves. They had to lock it down. Listen, I got to get off the beach.
Right.
But they not listening. They still drinking, still folly.
Right.
Like I don't care. I'm gonna die with folly. Like
I'm gonna live the Lord.
YOLO. You know that was the saying. You only live once. You sure? Are you sure? You know what I'm saying? And the people who think, and you know the people that think like that don't have children. That's what I can't stand.
Right.
Because you MFers that don't have children don't care about people that do have children.
Right.
So you say things and you live a certain behavior like, well, there's no future for me, so I'm just going to live it out and do whatever right now.
Right.
Not realizing that everything you do affects everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So Israel, let's go, man. You know, this is serious times. You know, I encourage everyone, when that April 1st, April 2nd fast, understand what the fast is about. It's about afflicting your flesh. So the Most High know, just like that, just like when you broke up with that girl, or that girl cheated on you, or that man cheated on you, you couldn't eat.
Right.
I can't eat. I can't sleep.
Right. See, but we the lust.
Right. You do it for lust, but you won't do it for our Creator.
Right. For the spirit.
You do it for a broken heart.
Right.
But you won't do it for our Creator.
And you know, us girl, women, we just oh my God, he left. We
right.
for days.
You lose all kind of weight.
Hair falling out, mentally, you know,
mentally distraught.
Right. So I mean, if we, like you said, we can do it for the.
You can do it for all the flesh. You should be able to do it for the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And on that note, Israel, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We're gonna pray for y'all.
Right.
We're gonna pray for the nation.
Mm-hmm.
We need all the prayers that we can get in these last days. Jacob's trouble. We need all of us to come together. The big camps, the small camps. Listen, man, it's all for the same thing. It's Israel, period. It doesn't matter if you're bigger, if you think you have more. All that's corny.
Right.
That's so corny to me. I can't stand these old niggas that think that this camp shit means something. I'm saying, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm newer into the so-called into the faith than most of these camps going on. I'm newer, but I probably have more wisdom before I even came to the truth, before most of y'all niggas even got now. And I say that because the way I was moving up there, I came into the truth not because I was effed up. I ain't have nothing. I didn't come in the truth for that. I came in the truth because it's something in my spirit said.
It's time, right?
What I was trying to fill my soul with wasn't working.
Right.
Okay. And the money that I had, I wasn't trying to think I could control everything. That wasn't working either.
Right.
All right. So, please, Israel, please, man. Bevakashah, it's time, man.
Mm-hmm.
We need y'all to fast on this April 1st. Understand it? It's to get the Lord to pay attention.
Right.
He don't got to pay attention to us at all.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to pay attention to us at all. So it's to get him to pay attention to us. Let him know that forget about the food. We don't care about the food. We don't care about our weave.
Right.
We don't care about our cars.
Not the weave
we don't
now.
Care about we don't care about our money. And the most important thing, which is so crazy to me, that Israel doesn't even know is that important.
Right.
We don't care about our food.
Right.
We just want you to help us survive this.
Right.
That's what we need. Right? In Yahweh Shah name, all praise due. Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shah. You know, Shabbat Shalom. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. God willing.
God willing, right. God willing.
That's right. We'll see y'all next week, God willing. Because we don't know the way times is now.
Right.
Tomorrow, internet, everything can be shut down.
Right.
And we don't see none of us. You don't hear none of us. We got videos we ain't even put up yet. But we don't know, man.
Right.
We don't know. So we love y'all and God willing, say your prayers.
Read your Bible,
read your Bibles, read your Torah, stay in the laws and commandments.
Get an actual Bible, not because the phone will go down. At least you'll still be
right. Don't just think you can look up stuff.
Right. You can't read
the actual Bible.
And that's a lot of Christians. They don't walk around with Bibles.
No.
They use their phone.
Why would they need it? They in the faith. They got faith.
But they'll say, "Oh, I use my phone to app." You know, the devil's gonna be right there.
But that's called faith.
Yeah, no.
Right?
I need the book. I need the word.
They don't want to read.
I need the Bible. Right.
They don't want. They think Babylon. Most Christians want Babylon to last forever.
Right.
You understand?
They don't. Yeah, you won't really find.
And this is the thing. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is how the Most High. Also, look at this. Like me, my life wasn't that bad. I've been through a lot of things.
Right.
But I could say that in this society, I've had what most people call prosperity. So most people would say, well, why do you want this to be destroyed if you got this, you got that, you got this? Because it's not for me.
Right.
And it doesn't change. And I'm not just thinking about myself.
Right.
There's a lot of people that don't got. There's a lot of Israelites that don't have what I have.
Right. This is the Gentile, this is their time to rule, like it says. So this is not our time. So
and I know when it is time for us to rule, these little trinkets I got ain't gonna mean nothing compared to what the Most High has in store for us.
That's true.
God?
Yes.
Shabbat shalom.
All right. Shabbat
shalom.
Yasharala.
Rise Israel.
All right, let it talk.